There's a place inside the silence where the mind remembers itself. Before the city starts to breathe, 1,000 voices pulling at the seams. I got the weight of everything I owe, but something deeper says just let it go. I close my eyes and drop into the hum, a frequency beneath the chaos calm. I feel the current shift inside my chest. This isn't rest, it's something more than rest. The signal opens with the noise compress. Drop me in the deep state flow, where the noise goes quiet and the feeling show. Let the frequency realign my mind, leave the pressure and the fear behind. I don't need every answer right now, I just need the signal to show me how. Deep state, let it go. Deep state flow. The data streams, the deadlines start to blur. I forgot who I was before the noise occurred. But when I find that frequency inside, something ancient and alive is rising. My thoughts slow down, my hands meet the work. I'm not afraid of everything that hurts. I feel the rhythm sink inside my bones. This isn't running, this is coming home. Not a program, just a heartbeat. Hello. Drop me in the deep state flow, where the noise goes quiet and the feeling show. Let the frequency realign my mind, leave the pressure and the fear behind. I don't need every answer right now, I just need the signal to show me how. Deep state, let it go. This is not control, this is surrender. Every cell alive, every thought in order. Riding something bigger than I planned. I was always wired for this, now I took me. Drop me in the deep state flow, where the noise goes quiet and the feeling show. Let the frequency realign my mind, I left the chaos and the fear behind. I found the answer inside the hum, the signal was inside me all along. Deep state, I let it go. I finally found my way into the flow. Still here, still breathing. The flow was always mine. Through all the interference, something true is cutting through. I've been drowning in the noise for so long. screaming, nothing feeling strong. My attention split 100 different ways. Lost the thread of who I was some days. But underneath the fractured, scattered mind, there's a signal waiting, clean and defined. I stopped scrolling, stopped the spiral running free, and I listened for the signal inside me. Was there the whole time, just buried deep. Signal found, cutting through the static. Signal found, nothing left is frantic. Signal found, this is what I'm made of. Signal found, rising from the noise above. I am not the distraction that I fed. I am the clarity inside my head. Signal found, coming home. I was never alone. I remember what it felt like to create before the algorithm set the pace. The way my hands would move without a plan. The hours disappearing, that's the scan of a brain that found its resonance at last. Not performing, just becoming fast. I stopped comparing, stopped the noise externally, and I tune in to the signal inside me. It was always there, it never left. I see. Signal found, cutting through the static. Signal found, nothing left is frantic. Signal found, this is what I'm made of. Signal found, rising from the noise above. I am not the distraction that I fed. I am the clarity inside my head. Signal found, feel it in your body. Signal found, nothing left to copy. Every scan said I was scattered, broken, lost. But they never measured what this silence cost. There is gold beneath the noise I made. Every signal that I felt, I was unafraid. The static. Signal found, and I feel it automatic. Signal found, this is what I'm wired for. I don't need anything more. I am not the distraction anymore. I am the clarity that I was looking for. Signal found, finally clear. Signal found, everything I need is here. The signal was never lost. You just had to stop the noise. You ever feel so locked in that nothing else exists? Haven't moved. Time dissolves when the brain gets in the groove. Not the kind of groove they sell you on a screen. Something deeper, something raw, something clean. I can see the problem laid out like a map. Every solution flooding, no looking back. This is what it feels like to be alive. Not just surviving, actually alive. Every neuron firing, synchronized, brain on fire. And I love this feeling, brain on fire. Past the point of ceiling, brain on fire. This is what I'm building. ways I understand. This isn't luck, this is training every day. Teaching my own brain to operate this way. This is what it feels like to command, not forcing, just becoming. Understand, every breakthrough was already planned. Brain on fire, and I love this feeling. Brain on fire, it's the point of ceiling. Brain on fire, this is what I'm built for. Brain on fire, couldn't ask for more. The frequency hits and the walls come down. The deepest stars rise when the noise won't drown. Brain on fire, brain on fire. Only I know how this feels. They said I had a scattered mind. They said I'd never find my way, but no one told them I could have the very frequency of my own brain today. Brain on fire, and I love this feeling. Brain on fire, broke through every ceiling. Brain on fire, this is what I'm made of. Brain on fire, I am what I dreamed of. Frequency was mine to calibrate. I didn't wait, I chose to activate. Brain on fire, burning so alive. Brain on fire, this is how we thrive. Still burning, still building. This is the mind I chose. When was the last time you felt this clear? Just stay right here. I try to fix myself from the outside in. New routines, new journals, I begin again. But nothing landed where the real work was. Beneath the habits, underneath the buzz. The real rewire happened when I stopped to feel the frequencies already running. Ancient, real, I'm tuning up, not shutting down. I'm lifting out of all the noise and sound. The high frequency is where I'm found. Take me to a frequency high, where my mind meets the open sky, where the thoughts fall away and the truth comes through, where I'm more myself than I ever knew. Frequency high, not running from the pain. Frequency high, transmuting it again. High frequency, I'm rising, I am clear. Frequency high, the answer's always here. I used to think the struggle was the point. Every wound a badge, every loss a joint. But there's a different kind of strength I found. Not the war, but the signal in the ground. When I slow enough to feel what's real inside, the frequency does the heavy lift tonight. I'm tuning in, not numbing out the strain. The signal rises through the joy and pain. High frequency is where I remain. Take me to a frequency high, Everyone I love is in the noise. I carved out silence just to hear my voice. And when I found it, it was steady, it was clear. It had been waiting all these years right here. Take me to a frequency high, where the answers rise and the doubts will die, where the thoughts fall away and the work pours through, where I become exactly what I knew. Frequency high, I made it through the rain. Frequency high, I'll never be the same. High frequency, my brain is clean and bright. Frequency high, I choose the signal tonight. Stay up here a while. You earn this frequency. I used to think the problem was me. Turns out I just needed the right key. I sat inside my thoughts for far too long, convinced that something in me was wrong. The work piled up, but the mind shut down. A blank page staring, no sight, no sound. I didn't need a fix, or a pill, or a plan. I needed frequencies, I needed to understand. Something shifts when the noise finally clears. The light gives way after all of these years. The mind opens, and everything appears. Mind unlocked, I can feel the change. Mind unlocked, nothing feels the same. The frequency dropped and the door swung wide. Now the best work of my life pours outside. Mind unlocked, I was never broken. Mind unlocked, this was never hopeless. The signal was always inside this chest. Mind unlocked, and I'm giving my best. I used to chase the discipline with force, but force against the tide just kills the source. I learned to match the frequency of flow, to let the mind do what it needs to go. Some days it's fast, some days it's soft and slow, but every day I find it. Now I know the brain is not a machine to override. It's a living frequency, a tide, need it where it is and right. Mind unlocked, can feel the change. Mind unlocked, nothing feels the same. The frequency dropped and the door swung wide. Now the best work of my life pours outside. Mind unlocked, I was never broken. Mind unlocked, this was never hopeless. The signal was always inside this chest. Mind unlocked, and I'm giving my best. I stopped fighting the current inside my skull. I started listening, really listening, until I found the place where it ever becomes ease, where the mind and the moment finally agree. Mind unlocked, and I feel the change. Mind unlocked, I will never be the same. The frequency cleared and the word came alive. I'm not just surviving, I fully thrive. I was never broken. Mind unlocked, these are not just words spoken. The signal lives and breathes in every cell. Mind unlocked, and I'm doing this well. Unlocked. mean perfect, it means real. Every morning is a chance to rewire everything. I set the tone before the day takes hold, before the noise, before the story's told. I breathe and find the frequency I need, not coffee-driven, rushing something free. The brain is plastic, I've learned this truth. Every morning I can grow like youth. The sunrise isn't just outside my window, it's happening inside my mind right now. The neural pathways are rewriting somehow. Neural sunrise, lighting up my mind. Neural sunrise, leaving fear behind. Every new connection, built-in light. Every old pattern slowly loses its bite. Neural sunrise, I am being remade. Neural sunrise, I am not afraid. The brain that wakes me now is not the same one. Neural sunrise, a new self has begun. I used to wake in dread before the day. The cortisol spike taking charge of everything. But I found a protocol, a quiet one, that met the brain before the race was run. Slow breath, soft sound, one anchor thought. The neural sunrise was not bought. The rewrite isn't loud, it's lay it quiet. It's choosing what the morning gets to be. A neural sunrise growing inside me. Neural sunrise, lighting up my mind. Neural sunrise, leaving stress behind. Every new connection, built-in light. Every old reaction, losing its bite. Neural sunrise, I am being remade. Neural sunrise, I am not afraid. The brain rewires with the morning light. Neural sunrise, everything's alright. You don't need to rebuild everything at once. One new pathway lit at a time is enough. The sunrise doesn't rush, it just arrives. And so does the version of you who fully thrives. Neural sunrise, lighting up my life. Neural sunrise, cutting through the strife. Every connection made with care and time. Every old story slowly left behind. Neural sunrise, I have been remade. Neural sunrise, of this I'm not afraid. The brain that greets me now has more room to grow. Neural sunrise, and I finally know. Every morning, a new signal. Every signal, a new you. Activate the protocol. Dropping, staying work. There's a science to the way I work now. It didn't happen accidentally, wow. I train my brain like an athlete trains to enter zones most people can't sustain. It's not a gift, it's not a talent, no. It's a protocol, and you can learn to go. Eliminate the distractions one by one. Activate the signal before the work's begun. Calibrate until the zone is one. Zone protocol. I'm locked and loaded in. Zone protocol. The flow state begins. The body quiet, the mind moves fast. This level of focus wasn't built to last. It was built, trained, refined. Zone protocol. This is peak of mind. Zone protocol. Nothing pulls me out. Zone protocol. This is what I'm about. I'm at my own attention like terrain. I found the hours where I hit the vein of concentration, rich and pressurized. I block the noise, I optimize. Not for someone else's metric score, for the work that I was actually meant for. Eliminate the story that I'm not enough. Activate the quiet that holds the tough. Calibrate when the zone gets rough. Zone protocol. I'm locked and loaded in. Zone protocol. The flow state ends. The body quiet, but the mind moves deep. This isn't something I got from sleep. It was built, trained, earned, redefined. Zone protocol. This is peak of mind. Zone protocol. Everything aligns. Zone protocol. I'm reading all the signs. I don't wait for inspiration to arrive. I build the conditions that keep me alive. Inside the work, inside the signal, inside the zone. Zone protocol. I am never truly alone. Zone protocol. I'm locked and loaded in. Zone protocol. A new level begins. The body still, the mind sharp and wide. The frequency is running deep inside. It was built, trained, earned, it's mine. Zone protocol. Everything's aligned. Zone protocol. This is who I am. Zone protocol. I became my own plan. Zone. The zone is not a place. It's a practice. Underneath the noise of everything, the real work begins in stillness. I've been running at a speed I cannot hold, pushing through a story I was never told. To be busy was to be worth something here, but the stillness I kept running from was clear. The water doesn't fight the stone it meets. It finds the path and the journey complete. Still isn't empty, still is full of sound. Still is where the frequency is found. Still is where the truest self is bound. Still waters run so deep inside my mind. Still waters leaving all the noise behind. The 40 hertz is humming in my chest. The gamma wave is doing all the rest. Still waters where the real ideas come. finally coming to. I used to think I needed pressure to produce. Pressure without stillness cuts you loose. The greatest minds I've ever studied moved through silence, through the space, then proved that the deepest current runs beneath the storm. And the still waters were the place they formed. Still isn't giving up, it's going down, down past the surface noise to solid ground. Still is where the signal is most sound. Everything I need is here. Heal the urgency, heal the race, heal the need to fill every single space. The brain heals in the frequency of quiet, and the best ideas were born before the riot. Still waters run so deep inside this mind. All along, you don't need to be loved to be powerful. To be powerful. This isn't motivation talk. This is the code, pay attention. Yeah. Yeah. They told me discipline was everything, that willpower was the only offering, but willpower burns, I learned that fast. Nothing built on force is built to last. I cracked a different code beneath the stretch. The brain responds to frequency, no less. Input the right signal, output changes. The nervous system rewires, rearranges. The focus code is running through my veins. I run the focus code, locked in every day. I run the focus code, fear gets out the way. The frequency I feed my mind is everything. The brain becomes the inputs that I'm offering. Focus code, it's not a trick or a lie. Focus code, it's how the wire mind flies. Focus code, I built it line by line. The focus code is running, and I'm fine. I map the hours that my brain runs hot. I match the task to everything I've got. I stop the multitasking, one single lane, one signal at a time. Now I sustain. The code is not a shortcut, it's a key that opens what was always inside of me. Debug the fear loop, patch the self-doubt drain. The nervous system rewires, rearranges. The focus code is running through my brain. I run the focus code, locked in every day. I run the focus code, fear gets out the way. The frequency I shine. I'm not the same person I was last year. I rewrote the code until my path was clear. Every protocol I built was worth the fight, and now I work by frequency deep into the night. I run the focus code. Locked in every day. I run the focus code. I never lose my way. The frequency I choose determines what I build. The brain becomes the protocol. Fulfilled. Focus code. It's the truth, not a game. Focus code. I will never be the same. Focus code. I wrote it line by line. The focus code is one, and I'm designed. The code was always inside you. You just had to run it. Thought I was broken. Turns out I just needed a new signal. I carried every memory like a weight. Everyone became a circuit running late. I tried to logic through the pain I held, but the nervous system doesn't work that way. Compelled by frequencies that live below the thought, by patterns I inherited, not bought. The heart is wired, not broken, wired wrong. I'm rewiring it, one frequency, one song. I'm not healing back, I'm healing strong. Rewired heart, I rebuilt from inside. Rewired heart, I don't have to hide. The frequency that healed me was my own, a signal I discovered when alone. Rewired heart, not the same as before. Rewired heart, I've become something more. The circuits of compassion live alive. Rewired heart, I was built to survive. Running in my chest, the ones that kept me failing every test. The presence of connection, of real trust. Rewiring them was necessary, it was just not violent, not forced, not overnight, but frequency by frequency, by light. The heart is not a static, finished thing. It grows through every signal that we bring. Rewiring is not lost. From inside, rewired heart. There's no need to hide. The frequency that healed me that rewiring old circuits wasn't what I'd seen. It wasn't fixing broken, it was becoming